All right. Hello, guys. I was planning to make a debut as a VTuber, and I was like getting things ready. I was working on my model. I was going to begin with a PNG, but something happened. As you might know by now, there's an issue regarding censorship coming from Visa and MasterCard, right? On PayPal. Probably others one might be or could have been thinking on joining them. They didn't. Probably they won't. We hope that this stops here. And the root of the problem was collective shout. All right, we all already know very well about them. So this group from Australia, it was founded on 2009. There is a big problem with what they're saying and what are they doing. We know they attempt to force their way to Steam to make them remove all the games that they don't like, that they think, they believe they objectify women and that might like encourage harassment and sexual assault and that kind of things, right? But there are a lot of like weird things on them. As we already know, they've been accused by everybody for praising cuties, right? Cuties, I haven't seen it. I've heard things. Honestly, I won't look at it. For what I've heard, it is not a good thing to be watching, a good thing to be praising. Seems kind of weird, ain't it? Like, no, man, that's not correct. That's not right. All right. Okay, okay, okay. So, I want to talk about this, and I feel desperate about this because I am Mexican, okay? I'm gonna give you a little bit of context. I'm Mexican. I was planning to become a VTuber. I was planning to do content and talk about some dramas here and there. I like the content that Asmon does, Smogalana, Rep, uh, Hero Hey. I've been inspired by all of them. I love their content and I like to talk about all of these topics. I do it on my work. I do it at work. I get some time or between my job in through the day. I talk about these things. I like it. I like to yap and yap and yap and yap. So I was willing to do this. But I stopped on the process because everything began to happen this week, these last 2 weeks. And as we've seen, this is rising pretty fast and dangerously, like getting consequences for all of us on the internet. I am Mexican, and maybe I'm not in the US, maybe I'm not in UK, not even Canada. That they're thinking on doing the same thing now, but it still affects me because, I mean, if I go to a web page, it's not located in Mexico, right? It might be located somewhere else, and I don't know where. Why do I have to wait until they take all these websites away from me? I am waiting, man. No, they won't wait. Why would I wait? I need to talk and I want to say something because as Mexican, I'm concerned. No other Mexicans are saying something. Some There's a part that is true, and I'm not connected with social media. I don't have an ex Twitter account. I don't have Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I have nothing. I only have a Reddit because sometimes I have some questions about some things, maybe some tips uh, about several stuff, and I found answers over there through others' experience, right? I have, well, a Discord account. I have my YouTube account. I have my Steam account, but then I'm not online. All right. So maybe I'm missing something. I hope I do because I recently saw a video on Spanish. I think it was a Mexican guy talking about all of this. But here's the thing, at work, my 9 to 5 is game testing. I won't say anything else. Don't ask anything else because I won't give out any information of any kind at all right? It's in Mexico, it's game testing. So the people I work with, they're young adults, right? Like between 20 and 30 years old, right? And they are online. They all game, almost all of them. Maybe there's a small percentage of people that doesn't. The office is really big. Even my team, it's like about 30 persons. All right, like man, I mentioned it. I was asking to see what would they think, what could they say, right? Only two or three coworkers talked about it, like displaying concern at certain level, and it bothers me. It bothers me a lot, man. Why? Why they don't? I don't get why are we so passive? Why are we so what is the word for this? Antipathic, like no empathy at all. Why? And you know what I've heard sometimes? I've talked about things before in my job, right? There's an space we have to talk and gossip about anything. I talk about certain topics, and someone said, it is happening there, not here. It's like, man, what the freak? It's, I don't know if they just don't care, they don't want to see it. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. And some of you might think he might be right. Partially, guys, because we are online, okay? We have the internet. We can access to info and stuff from everywhere in the world. And it's Mexico. We are below United States. Usually everything that happens there, it like get here in certain degree, right? It's normal, it's expected. Like obviously it's gonna happen, all right? We are not like protected or we are not on a different internet than everybody else. Things can come, can get here and can infect people's mind and can't like have influence in everyone else's behavior. Obviously there's a big influence, all right? Big time influence. In my job, everybody's online, everybody speaks English, everybody play video games, and they don't seem to care. Why they don't seem to care? Why they don't care? Why is this narrative about but it's over there, not over here? Man, man, your video games are not from Mexico. Okay? Let's get an example. We all know about GTA, right? The drama that had Collective Shop against GTA 5. It was in 2014. They protested about GTA 5. They described GTA 5 as a video game that encourages players to brutally murder women for entertainment, which is such a big false statement. Me personally, I haven't played GTA 5, but man, this is not true. You can kill everybody. I mean, in the game, right? You can kill NPCs everywhere in the world of GTA 5. It's not precisely that the game tells you, I'm gonna give you extra points if you do this to a woman. No, it's not. That's not the game. That's not the game. All right. They got the game banned from Target and Kmart on Australia. Okay. These issues were on Australia, and you will say, well, it's over there. Like, okay, whatever. No, like again, the same argument as here in Mexico, and a lot of people in the world might have the same argument. It's over there, it's not happening here, so who cares? We let this pass in front of us, and now we're getting consequences because they got too big, like in quotes. like big to say something. What I mean by big, they got too big. It's not like they got bigger or no. But they managed to get into the payment processors. So what the f, man? This is so silly. This is like another world, another dimension. Like in certain point of the last month, we got into different branch of time and reality. This is this is weird. I don't get it. We around the world as humanity fought against censorship in different countries. Everybody had its fight, and we all win, right? I think there are issues in some countries. If I'm not, I think, right? I'm not an expert, guys, either. You can correct me in the comments, and I will please do it. Correct me if I'm wrong on the things I'm wrong. I'm here to learn. I'm willing to learn. I love learning stuff. All right. Now, back on the topic. They managed to ban GTA 5 from these stores, Target and Kmart. But it was not the only game. Oh man, no, that was not the only game targeted. On Australia again, Detroit Become Human in 2018. They promoted a petition to ban the sale of Detroit Become Human in Australia because they said it contained themes of child abuse and violence against women. Now, this is not precisely wrong. There is, if you have played the game, you know the story of Alice and Kara, okay? Is a human child and the female android, okay? If you know the game, or if you haven't, well, Detroit Become Human, it's of androids becoming human. They are getting sentient in the way they make their own choices and break the chains that makes them like obedient to humanity, okay? Because they were made as a tool, but then they become more than a tool. That's the main plot of the game, all right? And we have this moment when we are on Alice. It was Alice the android. I don't know which one was, but we take the role of the android and we see the story. We have a abusive father. If I remember correctly, the wife left the father and he kept the child. I don't know why he kept the child. And you see all these nasty things the father tells to the daughter. And obviously, it's a bad situation. The game is not praising it. The game doesn't tell you you gotta hit the child. No, not at all. What? No. The game doesn't tell you take away the fruit from that child. No. No. You control the android and you gotta break free from the control of the father because the father owns you as an android, okay, as a tool. All right? Let's be clear about that. I'm not saying if it's bad, if it's okay. I'm not saying any of that, all right? Just you have to break out from from his control. And once you do that, you help the child and you escape together. All right, that's what happened in Detroit Become Human. You escape together. And they wanted to ban the game for that because they escape together from the harassment, from the violence, that that domestic violence from the father. And that's bad. Is is that bad? Is that wrong? What's the problem? I don't see it. The game doesn't encourage anything. If something, it tells you to escape because this is bad. All right. Now they wanted to stop adult content in the sense of, you know, all these adult games plus 18 that no child should be watching. I'm not sure which words can I use here in YouTube. I don't want to get like banned or getting strikes in the first day. Okay, so okay, we know what I did. All right, we all agree. We all know. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm new. I'm not sure what I'm doing exactly. They say they want to ban this, but we have seen and we know that also payment processors, they don't have like a clear statement on what they want to be stopped. I've seen videos from Rev, from Hero Hey, and the reaction from Alana and Asmon. And in the info provided by Hero Hey and Rev, they show us what is a risk for the brand according to Visa. And it's pretty broad. Like, it's dangerous because if they decide something is damaging, they can like stop it. Okay. The thing is, and we have seen that they might be trying to stop other games that are not precisely sexual content related. And makes me think, so we cannot be creative when making stories? Is that the thing now? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening now? We cannot be creative? I mean, if I want to make a story about something, I don't know, that happened, I want to be inspired by any historic event. Let's say, I don't know, an independence, war, anything. So if in a moment the bad guys get a woman and they, I don't know, kill her or something, so we cannot do that. Is that promoting violence against the woman? I mean, sounds pretty silly, ain't it? Like, this thing has happened through all history, and it's not that it's good, it's bad. It is bad, let's be clear, that's bad. But how can you make stories that can be appealing in certain manner? How can you make tragedies? How can you make like a sad story if you're not allowed to use sad events? What are they going to say? Kill the father? Kill the man? Is that gonna be okay instead of killing the woman? I mean, if everybody has to die in the game, it's bad now. Where is the limit? Where will they stop? Will they stop when when everything related to violence is not out there? For example, Elden Ring. Let's talk about Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. Here you have some gameplay of Elden Ring. You have to defeat Renala, Relana. You have to kill uh, Malenia, Blade of Mikela. You have to kill Malenia. So that's wrong now. We cannot do that. Where is the limit? Where is the stop for them? Where is collective shout to stop on all of this? Because they are not being objective. It's like what they want, how they see things. It's always about me, right? I want what I see, what I perceive, what I feel. It's never about what is fair for everybody and what is objectively right or wrong. The video games don't encourage like you have to do this. Ah, yes, you're the chat for doing this. Not precisely, and it's always clear that this is fantasy or science fiction. It's just fiction. Okay, it's fiction. All the games we know they're fiction. It's not like you are going outside with a chainsaw trying to look for demons while you are listening to badass Mick Gordon music, metal music. Right? That's not happening. No one does that. What the hell? No, man. I mean, and makes me think about what had happened like several years ago, but such a long way ago when they were saying that, oh no, Pokemon is from the devil. Like you shouldn't be watching Pokemon. You shouldn't be watching Demon. Dragon Ball is bad for kids. Nah, and video games as well. Let's say God. You shouldn't play God. That might encourage like dangerous behavior in men. Like no, no. I play COD. I enjoy COD. It's not, but for playing COD, I don't feel a necessity for going out there with a gun and do things. No, no, not at all. What? What? No, no, not no. It might have been probably some exceptions, but again, those were exceptions. They're not the rule. There is more context to to every exception. All right. Sometimes, and I think Asmon talked about it recently. He said sometimes, oh yes, with the problem that happened recently, the man walking with a rifle. I don't remember the details, but I think you know what I'm talking about. He said about they were talking about the context, like was this man sad? Like was this man with in debt? Did he had a job or not? He had any kind of health problem? Like what's going on, right? What's going on that might break you? So to assume that only because you're playing a kind of game you're going to act like that, no, that's not how it happens. It's not like that. We are seeing this thing on UK. They want to protect kids, but what are they doing? It's people, censoring people, and it's getting an impact worldwide, internationally, like not just in the UK. A lot of websites were taken down. They were shut down. And who knows, maybe there was a website you were using, I was using, right? We don't know for sure. I don't keep a track of everything I use. You know, sometimes I visit some random websites looking for info, looking for answers. So in the UK, it's happening. They censor adults. In the USA, it's on the same path, planning to do the same. Canada, for what I've heard and seen, they trying to do the same as well. So who's next? Mexico? Man? Excuse me? Hello? Help? Someone? Man. And the thing is, people in Mexico don't see it? Like, why? And again, you might say, yeah, but you don't have social media. You cannot know for sure. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I was thinking about it last night. Maybe I was thinking maybe I'm wrong and there's people chatting about it, but as I am so disconnected from the from the world, maybe I'm not seeing it. I saw a video, as I said, and the video was recent. It was from the last 2, 3 days, perhaps. I don't remember exactly, but it was pretty recent. Like, are we just barely talking about this? Does someone else care? I was looking at the comments, and people care. People care. But is it enough? Do we care enough? In my work, my coworkers, there were 2 or 3 answering out of 30. Okay, 2 or 3 out of 30. I asked to some friends in other offices in the same job, and they don't know. They are not aware. Don't seem to care that much either. There's hundreds of employees in my job. Perhaps 5% is aware and care. Perhaps. Perhaps 10%. Maybe we can say 10%. from hundreds. So we don't care, right? Looks like we don't care. Looks like Mexico don't care. They're not aware. And maybe you can ask, is there any sign that this might happen over here as well? Well, there was a recent update from our government. They are trying to make we have something called curve. The curve is like these numbers and letters that are unique for each individual, right? They are our unique ID attached to us. So a curve can have a little bit of our name, our birth date, and our the place we were birthed, okay, the state and that kind of things. It has a lot of things. It's a long number. The curve. They want to make it biometric. That's cool. That's fine. They are also working on a new model for our ID, national ID or official ID. I'm not sure what does that mean. But what I saw in the news is it might be in the direction of something for internet as well. It might have some kind of use on that matter as well. And it's weird that this happened, this new, I read it like 1 or 2 weeks before everything in UK began. Pattern recognition, guys. Something is happening. Something might happen. Did we travel back in time? Maybe I woke up from the on the wrong side of the bed, and when I put a foot out of the bed, I step into a new reality. As maybe I got in the wrong house. I don't know. This feels so unreal. So this topic, like, is this 1980? What year is this one? I'm confused. I'm pretty confused. And censorship has been present in Mexico as well for years now, for several years. They've been like shutting down people just for talking or saying things that are real, that are true, talking against corruption, and a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. I cannot begin to name them. I don't know where to begin if I wanted to name them. So there's a lot of censorship here as well, right? And as always and as usual, we cannot fully trust our governments. Not here in Mexico, not there in the UK, not even in the US. Anywhere we cannot trust our governments. That's so concerning. I hate that part of being alive. Why have to be so difficult? Why, man? I don't get it. Well, I'm concerned that Mexico doesn't seem to care enough. But I have a question. What can I do? What can I do? Do I have to wait? Do I just have to sit and wait and to wait for the moment for it to happen over here in Mexico so I can do something? What do I do from here? Because everybody talks about it. I'm concerned. I talked about it as well, but then I questioned myself the other day. What do I do? What can I do? The Stop Killing Games initiative, I cannot sign it. I couldn't sign it because I'm not over there. I don't have the ID required to sign that petition. If something happens in the US, I cannot sign it either. I cannot like go to anybody because I'm not there. I'm not from there. Even if it begins in Canada as well, I cannot do. There's nothing I can do, man. What do I do? It's so annoying. It's so frustrating to feel my hands tied up. What do I have just to wait and watch and see how everything goes to hell? Everyone, everywhere else. I have to wait from for Mexico's turn. What? Why? Is there really nothing I can do? I keep watching Hero Hate videos, Legal Mindset, Rev. Maybe there will be a moment. The calls you've been doing, guys, to Visa, the mails we all have been sending to Visa, they're working. We know they're working. Remember, don't harass employments on the phone. They don't have the fault. Okay? It's not their fault. I've been a customer service employee before as well. I've been on the phone, I've been on emails, I've been on retail as well. It's annoying. It was annoying when things happened, when something was wrong with our system or whatever. We were receiving a lot of calls. It was kind of annoying. Our bosses gave us instructions about what to do, how to handle, what to say. And obviously, the same happened here in Visa, right? But still, if you saturate the lines, they cannot address concerns from merchants, maybe, or some clients they might have. So you are disrupting the chain, the service chain, okay? You are not allowing their customers, clients, or whatever to reach properly so they can solve their issues. So that disrupts their business. So kudos. Kudos over there, guys. We're doing a great job molesting them because they dare to molest us as well. Why will they take away our freedom, our saying in things? Why will they? Why will they take away our creativity? Why will they take away that from us? They cannot do that. We shouldn't allow them to do that. We have to do something. Mexico has to do something, guys. I'm talking to all of Mexico. If you get to see me, we have to do something, guys. We have to be vigilant. As Asmon said the other day, he says this. We have to be vigilant. When he took out his potato cam, I think that's when he said it. We have to be vigilant. I think that's a good point to start, a good start point to be vigilant. Because we don't know when it's going to reach here. If everything goes fine, it won't reach here. But if you sleep on that idea that it's not going to reach here, and it does, it's going to catch you off guard. It's better to be vigilant, wait, stay on tune, see the news, see other content creators, find out that trend, and maybe we can realize when it's going to get here. I know, guys in Mexico, it's annoying to look at news about our government. What we gotta do it, guys. We gotta do it. We have the right of freedom. All right, we have rights. We have to fight for our rights. Okay, we earn them. We cannot let them go just like that. I think what we can do right now is stay vigilant in Mexico, guys. I will stay vigilant. I always am. I don't know if we will get any news today or tomorrow. That is the weekend. Maybe on Monday we will know something new, something else. I just wanted to talk to you. I feel annoyed. I feel concerned. I feel preoccupied. I feel anxious about all of this. I feel mad. I feel angry as well. What the hell? Why? Truly, why? 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 I don't get it. Maybe I will never understand this, but we have to do something, right? We have to talk about it. We have to inform everyone else about this. So I will leave it here, guys. This is my first video in this channel. I hope if you enjoy the content, if you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you will. If you don't, it's okay. It's fine. This is the beginning. I will make more videos. I will stream as well. Alright, so we'll be seeing our faces. And just for the record, I'm going to make another video in Spanish for my Mexican people, right? My Mexican peers. It's not gonna be one-on-one from this video because I didn't make a script. So I'm just speaking from the bottom of my heart and what's in my mind right now. Okay? I will do that in Spanish as well. So that's gonna be my second video in this channel. Wait for it if you will. Because I know not every Mexican speak English, right? But some do. A lot do. That's why I'm making this first, because I want to also reach everybody out there, out of Mexico, so they can know what I feel, what I think as a Mexican. So that's it. See ya, guys. Take care.